Hello, Kyle here. I am here to review the third episode of Miss Marvel. And boy, do I love this show just as much as I did in the first two episodes. It is everything you could ever dream from a Miss Marvel show. Yes, she has a different power set, but at the same time, she is using her powers in a similar fashion to the original comics, and at the same time, it's pretty cool. I really love how she's able to move backwards using these powers, almost like she can force push herself out of the way. I love the way that they act as like a shield. And I mean, I'm there's this moment that's just like, a shot from the comic books where she like punches with her fists. It's just really cool. But I mean, I gotta say, I'll probably say it every time I do a review for Miss Marvel, but Iman Vellani, she is knocking it out of the park with this show. I don't know if it's been a rare occurrence for me to watch a show and to love a actor or actress's performance to the point where I feel like every time they're on screen, I can't help but smile. That she's just so good in this show. Her parents, her supporting cast, Nakia. I love her relationship with her friend Nakia. It is so pure, it's so genuine, it's so sweet. It feels like a real friendship between two women. It just is so beautiful. You have the amazing friendship between her and Bruno, and your heart cannot help but ache whenever you see Kamran show up. This show, one of my favorite movies, my favorite John Hughes film is Pretty in Pink, and I got a whole bunch of Pretty in Pink vibes in this episode. And I'm telling you, this show, with the way that it explores Kamala's culture, the way that it explores the life of a Muslim Pakistani girl in New Jersey, the way that we get to see this power set and this mythology being presented to us in the MCU that feels completely different from anything we've seen before is just so fascinating. I love how with Moon Knight we learned about the Egyptian lore in the MCU. With this show we're learning about the Jinn, and we're learning about the Nora, and we're learning about all this cool stuff that just makes the MCU feel so much richer and grander than it ever has been before. I love how we have the references in this show to other characters in the MCU feel so natural. The way that she references saying that Carol Danvers would do this, but it's not to beat you over the head. If I remember when Supergirl came out, because this show also gives me a lot of Supergirl vibes. When the first season of Supergirl aired, there were a lot of references to Superman. And I remember there were criticisms that, oh boy, they're kind of referencing Superman too much. In the case of this show, I feel like there may have been maybe one or two Captain Marvel references, and even the Captain Marvel references, they're so self-contained. Of course, Kamala has Captain Marvel on her wallpaper on her phone. It's amazing. It just fits. I mean, everything fits so perfectly in the show. The relationship between Amir and Taisha and their wedding, it's just I said this to a bunch of my friends the other day, and I gotta say it's true. I was more excited for the wedding in Miss Marvel of Amir and Taisha than I was for the duel between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi, just because how well this show has set up these characters, how I feel so connected to these characters. This is, I can only imagine, and I'm just watching as her mother talks about the trials and tribulations of immigrating to the United States, what it's like to be an immigrant, what it's like to be someone on the outside, and the famous Kamala Khan saying, good isn't a thing you are, but a thing you do. And it just, everything about this show just hits. I urge you, if you haven't watched Miss Marvel, please start watching it because it is one of the best shows on television right now. It is just delightful. All the characters you will love, and the story and the music. They introduced some villains. I'm not going to really spoil it here, but there were some villains in this show that I think are also really interesting. I was afraid it'd be a bit too predictable, but they ended up revealing that these villains were in the show fairly, quick. And I'm glad that we got to see some action here. The action in this show is outstanding. Like, it really is really good at choreographed action and exciting action. And, I cannot tell you how much I love this show. I cannot wait for next week. Right now, this and The Boys are my two favorite shows on TV. I believe I have to get back into my reviewing of The Boys, but, if I don't review it soon, I'll probably just do a, full series review. But, yeah, overall, loving Miss Marvel. Episode 3 is great. Please watch it. Let me know what you think. Do you love Miss Marvel? Anyway, let me know in the comments below. Take care. Bye.